Hey everybody, Lisa here. Happy Wednesday. Lisa here. Okay. As I said, happy Wednesday. Today we are going to try, let's see what we got here. I don't want to spray my phone when I do this. So, what we're going to do today is not like so thick. Anyway, I'll give it a couple minutes. Let's see what this looks like. I haven't ever done this before, so it's a first for me. But this is, I think I just need to get some more spray in here. But this is, let me get it off of there. Probably should have lifted it up before I started drying it. It's napkin bags. But it's like that. It's not dry, so I want to see if I can get it to dry before we leave. Before I go much further. I got it down here on the floor in front of my fan. So let's just keep doing that for a little bit. To get it unstuck there. So, ooh. So what's everybody doing today? I've had a busy morning. So what it is, I learned this from somebody else on YouTube. I can't remember their name. But this is 2 cups of water, instant coffee grounds, about a tablespoon, and about a tablespoon of cornstarch, which is the same thing as starch that you use to do clothes. And you heat it up on your stove until it thickens a little. It's not until it gets real thick. I put a little more than a tablespoon of cornstarch in there. So I think I got it too thick, so I put some in another bottle and thinned this down a little. But you can see it's not, it's got some viscosity to it. So it's kind of thick. You can see it on here, it's kind of thick. But this is how they told me. They said cook it until you just see it like getting, a little bit thicker than water. Because if you don't cook it, the cornstarch will settle at the bottom of your bottle and it'll clog up your bottle. So the whole deal is to cook it. So I did this last night to make sure I had it ready for today. And I've never done it before, so we are doing, we're testing just like everybody else. So then you need your hold on. You need your napkin backs, which are just the white, the white parts of the back of your napkins. You need those. Oh, I gotta plug my phone in. Hold on. You need an iron on high, no steam. And you need parchment paper or wax paper or whatever you want to use. And then I put some stuff around so I don't get spray everywhere. So then you take, we're going to do a little one first. This is a ghost print of chickens, but I don't want to use that. I want to use just plain white ones. We're going to do these little ones first that I have. I think that's 2 there, but when I was watching them, they said like use 5 or 6. So yeah, that's 2 pieces. So what they did, make sure it's shook up good. I don't know why. Make sure your stuff is shook up good, and spray your bottom where you're going to lay your, make sure it's good and soaked, and then lay your napkin down. Let it get soaked up. Make sure you spray it till it's completely saturated. Then you're going to take your next one. So this is number 2. You can't even hardly see it. Then you're going to add it on top. Then you're going to make sure you spray it. I was going to get a colored candle so we could try the colored candle today, but I forgot all about it. Let's see if there's more than one on this. I think there is. So that's 2 we got down. I got my iron on high sitting next to me. So, sitting over here to my left. Come on. Crazy thing. Here we go. Okay, this is 3. You're going to lay 3 down there. Oops. And make sure you spray it good. And then there's 4. I think you want to try to get it as stretched out as possible. I think that's the 4. This is 5. Keep shaking your mixture up. You don't want any white. This is 6. Huh. I'm going to do 8. I did 6 on my last one. I'm going to do 8 on that first one that I did before we went live. I would have did it yesterday, but I was too busy. I would have did it so you could see one that was finished, completely dried. I was just too busy, and then this morning I had a doctor's appointment with my husband. He had to get an x-ray, and I had to go get medicine, and it was just a busy day so far. Yesterday I did laundry and cleaned up the kitchen. Okay, that was 6. Oops. Oh, come on. This is 7. This one is 8. And then they said to take your extra sheet. Okay, you got this. You have another sheet of parchment paper. And you're going to lay it on top. And you're going to go from the center out. And you're going to press it. And all that stuff is going to come out. You're going to get a lot of stuff coming out. But you want it to press it down. Don't worry, it wipes up easy. It's just starch and water. That's all it is. Okay, and then once you press it down, you can take a peek at it. It's stuck to the top there, so you can see. You're going to take your iron and you're going to iron over it. Very hot iron. This is going to flatten it. Let's get this up here. Okay, hold on. Wipe this up. Let's turn it over and iron from this side. Come on, stop. Okay. Now, should be stuck down there. Pretty good. And make sure turn it over. See what this side looks like. Then you just need to leave it. Well, I guess we have to pull it from this side. And you just need to leave it to dry. Lay flat. Leave it lay flat. Once you peel it up off of here, take the top one off. Yuck. And then you're going to oh no, it's leaving one. Maybe I don't have it ironed enough. I don't know. Let's see. All I know is I have a big mess. Maybe I don't want to do this. Maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, let's just keep ironing it for a little bit. Some of this stupid stuff off of here. Lord. It's just everywhere. Okay, let's just keep ironing. Turn it over. I got starch on my iron, so it's not really wanting to move too easily. I don't remember how long she ironed it for. Oh, now see, it's coming loose from that side. Huh. It's weird. Let's turn it over and iron it some more on this side. Just to make sure. Let's do this. Yes, much better. Don't throw your parchment papers away if you do this. I'll see. Let's do. Okay, let's try the other end. Get that off. Excess. Stop. Now, let's iron it. We got all that big blobs off. What a pain. I don't know if I like this or not, you guys. Maybe we'll just go do something different. This would really be a big pain in the rear. You know? Is it worth it? No, I don't think so. We'll see once the thing dries. Okay, let's turn it over. Put that down on it. Do I really want to do this? Hmm. Alright, let's see what we get here. Okay. Still not. Won't let me pick it up. I don't know if you're supposed to scrunch up the edges or what. Let's see. I don't know, you guys. I don't think this is worth it. So, I don't think it's going to work like I want it to. So we might just save the starch stuff for fabric. Ooh, yeah, we could do fabric. And then it starches it and it will color it at the same time. And then we can use it on our journals. Well, that's pretty cool. It did sort of meld together, and it's sticky, very sticky on my hands. See, it's like a big sheet of paper, but I want to see it dry. So this one is getting dry. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I don't know now. That's the ghost print on there. You see it? It's red flowers, and this side is butterflies. Let's see if we can get it to dry better, faster. This one I'm going to sit behind me, and I am not going to do anymore because I don't like it. You know? And I am not going to waste these. So I'm going to dry them off. And we are going to do something different with our napkins. I'll get this cleaned up. These I'm going to save because I can use them to make envelopes and stuff. All they have on them is starch, water, so this was a big failure for me. It's not worth the mess to me. It's not worth the mess. I'm going to dry these up. Tell you what, I'll just hang them on my line up here above my head. We're going to leave and let them dry that way. Listen how crinkly after they dry. Ooh, cool. We're just I'll hang them up here. Let them dry off. Okay, so we are going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. Hold on, guys. This is my glass mat here, so hold on. I gotta get a wipe. Get all this mess cleaned up. Woohoo! All that starch off of there. Then, look, you take my glass mat off and clean underneath it. This is a big old tempered piece of glass that I have on top of my desk. So, right now, we're going to put my mat back up here. Which is a mess. And then we're going to do this. And then we are going to do this. I want to show you something cool. This is my ironing mat. So, I don't know about this stuff. Hold on a second. Hang this. Okay. So, okay, let's do this. So we're not going to use this today anymore. So I'm going to set it behind me. Then we're going to show you something really cool. I'm going to put these back in here. Maybe I should show you with one of these. Okay, let's do that. Let's use this little one here. Yeah, don't throw these away. You can use them for all kinds of stuff. As wipe ups instead of paper towels. Where's my piece of, this is our wax stuff we used on Sunday. Here's my piece of, here's a piece. This is thought I had a bigger piece in here. Yes, I don't. Okay, let's say I have this. I have this. Okay. Look, it says 1898. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, we're going to do this. We are going to try something cool. Let's try it on a scrap. I'll show you. Not on that one, because I could use that for a journal. We're going to try it on a scrap here. Okay, so I know this is really fragile, so watch. If I fold it, oh, maybe it's not. It's not this one. It's not this one. Yeah, if I fold it, it's going to end up pulling off of there. Let's try this one. Better than I thought it was. Ah. How about this one? Will it crack? Well, geez, everything works. Hold on. There's another one. There's another couple. Ooh, we did this with our, I need to put that in my other book. Yes. We did this with paper towels. This here, it's on a video I have. Is that not gorgeous? Look at that. That's done with paper towels and stencils. It's so fun. I need to use this in my journal I'm making. Okay, so that's not any good. Is this one foldable? Well, geez, I just got all kinds of good paper here. This is 1884. Wow. Okay, so we're not going to use those. Hold on, I'll find something that's not any good. Maybe. Let's just dig them all out. Here we go. Golden is. Oops. That shouldn't even be in there. Okay, let's try this one. One of these. Now look how dark these are. Now, I can guarantee you, I fold this, look, it's cracking, okay? So let's say, oh, well, I want to use one of these. So, no, it's just so fragile that there's no way on God's green earth that you're going to use that and fold it, okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a beautiful napkin that I already have here. So I want to make tags out of this. Do I want to use that? Or do I want to use something different? Something lighter. This. This. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. Say I want to make some tags or use this in a journal. So let's take this and cut it. Oh my goodness. Just cut it off, Lisa. Now, you're going to cut it to about the same size as the paper. Let's just do it down here. Okay. move that away. And then you're going to get your, I don't want to, do I want to sew on this? Let's say I want to use this. Oh, I got pieces down here that I could use. Maybe. Oh yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use some heat bond. And what we're going to do is, you guys know what heat and bond is? This is heat and bond light sewable. Then they have heavier stuff that use heat and bond light sewable if you want to sew on here. So you don't want it sticking to your little mat here as you iron this on. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut it so this is heat and bond. And then we're going to fold this side. And cut it there. Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to take it. It's got a shiny side, or a textured side, as you can see, and then it's got the paper side. So you're going to put the shiny side down here, and you're going to take your nice hot iron, which we left on, and we're going to just iron. Make sure you get the edges good. And you're just going to make sure you can pretty much see through it, as you can start to see through it when you know it's heated down. It's melted down onto your paper. So there's your heat bond. Now you're going to leave it cool off for a minute. Do not try to pull it off now. You want it to cool off for a second. You could do this with a matte medium or Mod Podge too. You can do that. Do your napkins on this paper that's so very, very brittle. So then you're just going to peel your back off, and it's really shiny. See, there's your paper. It's really shiny right now. So then you're going to take your napkin that you want used. Let's put it up there. And lay it down on there. And then, because I don't want to get that heat and bond on my iron, spread it out. Take this sheet that you peeled off. There's a shiny side and a paper side. Put the shiny side down. Then you're just going to go over make sure you get it good. Okay, and then just move your, hold on, move your thing down. And make sure you get this in. This is a way that you can use. See, it's not. If you see any white, like there, oh my goodness, now look. You see any white like that? Just take your iron and the point, the nose of the iron. Try to get the white out, because that means it's not down in that spot. So you just make sure you get it out, okay? So now you have this, and you can see through it. You can see the writing. You can see the writing, yep. Is that not cool? That is so cool. And it's so smooth. And you can I'll show you. Oops, I don't want to do it on that. Don't push, Lisa. You can actually write on it. I wrote my name. You can actually write on it. So I can use that in tags. I can use it like washi tape. I can use it for whatever I want, which is so cool because I have tons. Now let's see. Let's take a piece of this off of there. Let's cut this off here. Let's say, okay, I want to use this section here. So I'm going to cut it off. Now watch. It's going to crack. The paper itself is going to crack. Probably. See, the paper cracked. See it? But the napkin didn't. So it's still together. Okay? But it did crack. So you know the paper's fragile. That's still together. So I wouldn't use this as, say I wanted to use this paper and if I was going to use it to fold it, I would do something on both sides. Now see, I can take, hold on just a second. I can take this. Hold on just a minute to get a piece. Scrap piece. I can take this white. Let's see. Let's take white. Let's just take a little strip here. Oh, let's just use this. Let's just use this strip here. Okay. We're going to iron that strip down onto the back side. Okay. Oops. Onto the back side of that paper. Alright. Gonna let it cool off for a second. And we're going to peel this off. And you see the shining. Okay. So we peeled that off. Now we're going to take this white napkin, the backing, and we're going to iron that onto there. Let it cool down. Phew, it's hot. Iron is hot. Look, you guys. I gotta show you this. It is on there. That napkin paper is on there, and you can see through it. But, okay, so you got the white part there. Let's make sure we get it all. Down there. Now see, I could take this. If I have white, if I put the white background with the white part of the napkin on one side and do a decorative on the other side, look, I can fold it. You don't see, it's not coming apart. Is that not cool? That is so cool. So I did it on really fragile ledger paper. I think I have to save this so I can use it. I think I'm just going to save it like that. Take the fragile part off. I hope when we get the results, my husband's x-ray, that's nothing serious on his knee. Oops. See, I'm going to cut this off here. So this could be like, look. I could use this like a piece of washi tape. That is so cool. But see, I could take, hold on, let me get this stuff cleaned up here. Yeah, see, I can use that like a piece of washi. It's so pretty. But I still have this. Okay, so let's say I want to make it so it's not going to, these are my scraps that I've used. I'll use them up. Oh. Does this fit there? No. Does this fit there? Yes. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it down like this. Cut it off. Get rid of that piece. Don't need it. Okay, so we got this. Wow. You see, you can't cut with a straight line to save your soul. Okay, let's just cut off this edge. a straight line. We're just gonna iron it down. Okay. Iron it on there. Oops. Okay, let it cool down. Do not try to peel it off. You have to let it cool down. Okay, so then you will pull your backing off. Then you have the shiny. Then we're going to get a white napkin. That will fit. So we're going to get one of these bigger ones. Let's use this one. It's like a yellowish. Big enough? Oh yeah. Let's use that one. Then we're just going to leave it by there. Take this. And make sure it's ironed down. Can move this thing around. Which is pretty cool. And you see the whole thing. Now you have, just pull this off. Come off. I've done it before, so. This is how I did my book covers. I used this, what do they call it? Heat Bond for my book covers. With material. So then you got this, and you can get rid of the edges. Cut them off, just tear them off, whatever. Because you don't need them. But then you can still see your old paper. for the tissue. And then I can take, still right on it. Where's my scissors? Let's say, okay, I want to make a tag. Okay, I want to make the tag, so I'm going to cut them over here and cut this edge off. I need to cut a little bit more off because it's not even. Okay, so I want to make a tag. So I want probably about that size. I don't know, I'm just guessing. I'm just guessing. But, so I'll cut this off here, where I wrote on it. Now I want to get my little cutter out. Okay, let's see, I want to make a tag. I'm going to cut it right there on that line. Make sure my sides are even. Hold on. Okay, trim that side off. You're going to, that ain't even straight. Hold on. I got a grandson up from Texas this week. His father's. There. There's our tag. Now then we take our, let's do scallop. No, let's do this. I like that better. Look. Now we have a tag. And if you don't want to leave it like that, you can mount it onto, but you have a, you could see the text through it, and you're using up your napkins, which is so cool, which I'm going to go ahead and mount this. Right now, not right now. Mount it on a piece of, there's my edges. I did the top like that. I think I'm going to put a tab on it instead of a hole. Yeah, so it just, you know, I mean, you can use your fragile papers on it. Or, let's just do this anyway. Let's take this sheet here. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Wow, somebody took this, took a piece of that out of there. Not this one, not this one. Let me get them off of there. Okay. Let's cut this off. I want to make this into a beautiful piece that I can use. And then I'm going to go pick me out a napkin. Okay, see this piece? These pieces I can keep. I can use. Oops. Just throw stuff on the floor like that. Okay, I need to pick me out a beautiful napkin I want to use on this. So, I go across the room. And get me a piece. Get me one. Hold on. Let's say, ooh, let's use this one. So pretty. Let's use this one. So pretty. Okay, so now we got to get the layers off. See if my paper down there is dry after I get these layers off. It's one, two layers on there. Oops. So those are going to go in there. What I want to do, I want to make sure I get the border, or do I just want floral? I think I just want floral. That way I know oh, don't cut the paper, Lisa. That way I know. Save that border for something. Save that for something. Let's get the rest of this cut out. Okay, so we don't care about that over there. So now we're going to get us a piece of this stuff, not a scrap. I think a scrap will work. I don't think it's big enough. No, so we're just going to get out our roll here. And you get quite a bit. You get 5 1/4 yards in this roll, and it's that long. really long. But I want to cut a piece right here. Okay, put it back in there. Now I need a piece here. And okay, so this is going to go. Do I want that side or that side? Nope, this side. It's got more writing on it. So we're going to iron this down onto there. Start from the center and work your way out. Make sure you get your edges good. And don't be so fast at it. See, if I was to do this with matte medium, it would be wrinkly. Or Mod Podge, it would get wrinkly. So leave it cool down. Let's check our paper down here. Oh my God, it's dry. There's that first one I did. Now see, it's got bubbles in it where it didn't adhere together. But look. It's like we're super tough. It is kind of cool. Look, you get this pattern on this side. Where's the other one? Oh, the other one's behind us. Hold on. Let me lay it down in front of this is the one we did together. I'm going to lay it down in front of the fan and let it dry. Maybe. Okay. But this is super tough, man. It is. Yeah. And it's all together. I mean, it's not like it's going to peel apart. You can cut it, fold it up. It's like heavy duty fabric. Wow. That's cool. I don't know, but I just think it's too messy. Hi Beth, how you doing? This is our backings of our, now see this is, but I don't think it would come apart. That is really cool. But I just think it's kind of messy for me. Too messy for me. So I'm going to thin down both of those bottles of that starch and water. We'll see what the other one looks like when it gets done. But let's go ahead and peel this off. And let's go ahead and put our little napkin on there that we want to cover it up. Then we're going to take our shiny side down. We're going to iron it again from the center out. Yeah, it's kind of the one I did before when we first started. It's really messy, and I'm not sure I care for all the mess. You know, but I like this idea. This is using heat and bond. And I've done this before, and it turns out so cool. So make sure you get it all nice and hot. Peel this away. Oh my goodness. Let it cool down for a minute. Let her cool down for a minute. Oh, that's so pretty. Now, you can see the ledger writing through the paper, through the napkin. See the ledger writing? You can see it through the, yeah, up there. It's almost like printing on it, but it's napkin, and you can still write on it. It's just so soft and smooth and really nice. Yeah, it would wrinkle it. Deco art gloss or matte varnish would work too, but it would be wet and have to dry. Yeah, this doesn't wrinkle. This is like smooth as you know what. Because I'll show you my thing. Let me get my bag here. See, I've done this before. Let me show you. See, this is just the white napkin or the regular napkin. And I've done it on both because this was fragile and it would crack. But I think this is matte medium on there, and you get the wrinkles in it. You can still write on it, but this is not heat and bond. Now I'll show you heat and bond that I did before. Just the most beautiful, like, hold on. This is heat and bond. Super fragile paper. You can see through it. With the birds. I think all of these are, yeah, like I did it on pieces, heat and bond. Now see, this is matte medium, and you can tell, I don't know if you can tell, you can see the wrinkles in it. It's got the wrinkles texture in it. This is heat and bond, where that is just smooth as all get out. Yeah. So I did Tim Holtz stuff too on brown paper. See, I even use green paper and put it on top. You can see through it. Yeah, you can use just colored papers. Geez, I need to use these up. Just in a bag over there, just sitting there, wasting away. Then this was my favorite of all time. This is I don't know if I still have any more of it or not. Let me look, see if I have the bigger sheet. I think I used it. It was my all-time favorite. Maybe. Oh, look. This is typewritten paper. Look, you can see the typewriting through it. Isn't that cool? Now I can use these in journals. Like I could use this as a page in a journal. And you can still write on this. Even though that's got texture, it's got wrinkles in it. But this, oh yes, I used it. This was that really fine, like tissue paper ledger from a ledger that was like early 1800s. And I put this napkin on it. Oh, it was a whole great big sheet. And it was so beautiful. I think this is all I got left of it. I think I used it in a journal. But look at all these, you guys. Look at this. Look, I made washi that I can use. I need to keep this out so I can use it. See? You can make washi out of your napkins. I just made everything. I did this. This is just white paper on that really fragile paper, or white, and then I stamped on it. Yeah, look, this stuff cracks so easily and tears apart. So I just put the back side, the white part of the napkin on there, and then I stamped on it. Same way with this. That's the white backing. This is just, I need to use all these now. I need to get them all up. Yes, it was like onion paper. Yeah, it was like onion paper. Ooh, this fell off the, hold on. It is drying out, you guys, so let's let it dry and we'll see what it looks like. But now the parchment paper that I used is really because I used the heat on it. Listen to it. Because it usually doesn't sound like that. It sounds like this. See the difference? Sounds like that. This. I'm going to be using that in my journals. Yeah, I let it dry out. Yeah, you have to go back and look at the first part of the stream. Can you write on this stuff? I have to see. Huh. I don't think you can. Let's see. I can make envelopes. Oh, black marker. You can, but not, I don't think ink pen will. I know you can on these napkins that you use with the heat and bond. You can write on these, and it's so smooth. But you can't write on this with the pen. That is weird. You can write on with now. See, you can write on the napkins. Without tearing it or anything. But you can use a marker on them. You can make envelopes. You can do all kinds of stuff with those. Make those little policy envelopes. You can do all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, I'll show you what I've done here. This was the front side of the napkin, and then I used the ghost print white part on the back. And that is, I don't know what I used it on. It was the ledger. There's that. This was, yeah, I just made some washi tape pieces. I need to use all this stuff. Look, I just used all my scraps and that were fragile and stuff and used my, look at that. That's dictionary page. So pretty. And you can see through them. You can see the writing on the back side. So I just need to use all this stuff in my journals. Oh, thanks. You know, usually when I sign my art, I sign it like this. My pictures and stuff, I sign it like this. Let's see if I can do it. Haven't done it in so long. Like that. That's how I usually sign it. Yeah, see, this one is just a piece of a napkin. Look at all these. Look at these. I need to use them. Tell me. Ooh, that's on chicken wire paper. See the little design in there? It's supposed to be chicken wire. Look, behind. See the behind up there in the blue sky? You see the chicken wire? This is brown chicken wire paper, and you can see it behind the napkin. It's so cool. Thank you. This is heavy chipboard. You can do it on chipboard. You can do it on folders. I love the heat and bond because it is just so silky smooth when you use it. Now this is not smooth. This is matte medium or something. So is this. No, this is heat and bond with the birds. Look. Huh. Yeah, I got all these. Man, I must have sat and did a bunch. Aren't they beautiful? That's old ledger. Yeah, I will be using these. Look at these. This is, you can probably see the crinkles in this. This is matte medium. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if you guys can see the wrinkles or not. But it's on ledger. Yeah, you know how when you make a journal and you have to cut off certain pieces of paper and stuff? Well, where you have stuff that's very fragile. Like this is a ghost print. This is like the, see that writing, that ledger writing? Look how beautiful that is. That is super fragile. These are all ledger. This says, I don't know, 1854 on it, right there. 1854. And I put, yeah, so there's all kinds of, just get your stuff out and buy you a, and then if you buy this stuff, this is what I use. If you buy this, Heat and Bond Light Sewable. If you just buy the regular, which is this stuff, it will gunk up your needle on your sewing machine if you try to sew it. So I could use this light sewable. I could take this and make a tag or a journaling card and sew around it. Wouldn't mess with my sewing machine. So you get a ton of it in here. You get 5¼ yards. Great for lightweight fabrics, machine appliques, and quilting. I'm going to do the lovebirds. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, everybody's probably got the same napkins. Look how beautiful that is. Let's see, I would just mount that on a piece of cardstock or something. You going to play with napkins tomorrow? Well, good for you. So come watch. Yeah, I just got a ton of this stuff. Look at this. Oh, look, this is schematic that I sell. I sell these schematics. Look at that. That's so cool. Can you see the schematic through it? You can print on these too. They are cool to run through your printer. Print on. See? Now this is Galvin Manufacturing Corporation. And this is matte medium on here, but it turned out so pretty. What else? Oh yeah, this is the leftover Edith Holden pages that you don't use. Like look, I did July. What was left over? I just put a little butterfly on there and some pieces. It's not the whole thing. I just used some. Look at June. I just did the sunflower on there. So you don't have to do the whole if your paper's good. Look at this one. I love it. Look at this one. What do you mean pattern paper would be too nice? This is September. You can still see September through there. It's just white cardstock. Oh, these are pretty. These are just on white cardstock. It says white and black napkins. It's an elephant. This is just dictionary. I'm gonna unplug my iron. I'm done with this stuff. Isn't that cool? See, I could fold these. See, I wanted to do a little thing. The paper itself, watch. The paper itself is going to crack. But on the front, you still have napkin. So it's not coming apart. But it cracked. The paper did. As you could see. See it? Or you could take, like I just did, like I just showed you guys. Where is it? Oh, right here. I did this one on this really old, really brown, fragile paper. So I put this on the front, and then I turned it over and I put a white piece the backing, the white part on the back. But you can see through it. I just did this. It's still, here's the small piece. You still fold it. The paper inside kind of cracks, but it really doesn't. And it's sturdy, it's not coming apart. So, yeah, so if I was wanting to fold these, I would put a white part on the back. So that one I'm going to make tags out of. Look at this one. Is this on tissue? I can't remember. I did this on tissue. I think I did. I think I did this on tissue. It's been so long. See, this isn't a whole napkin. It's just parts of the napkin on a piece of ledger. I did two different things on those, one on each side. Some of this, there's the other part of it. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, this is like onion skin. It was onion skin ledger, and it was, what year was it? I can't remember, but it was like early 1800s. Oh, it turned out so pretty. And then I got some pages here. Like this is, I have no idea. Can't even read half of that. Oh, 1915, November. Look at that writing. Awesome. Look, you see it through there. I don't know where that neon pink thing came from. But I did some bigger pieces. This one was, let's see if we can find a date. 1869, September 20th. This is November 24th, 1868. Blow it. Yeah. Use tissue paper. You can use tissue. See, I even had a ripped sheet there. And I put this on the front. Here's some more ledger. 1915. I love that. That's so pretty. I could use that in a journal. All of these. Look at them. That's on typewritten paper. Look, you can see it right through it. Cool. Oh, there's a border one. It's just on folder. This is a very thin piece of piano paper or music paper. And I used that Tim Holtz tissue paper on there. Looks like several different pieces. Yeah. It's super nice. I like it. It says Tim Holtz tissue paper too on paper. See, so you can use all. That is so cool. I don't see a date on this, but it's so pretty. Get the writing through it. See, I could fold that up and use it. I think I might use some of these in my journals I'm working on right now. Look at that one. Look. See the old paper. And then we put that on there. And you can see the writing through it. And there's an old ledger. Yeah, I was trying everything. Another piece of ledger. So I could cut that. I could cut this off and use it like a piece of washi tape. And just use it as a border on something. And just cut these up if I wanted to. Look at this one. I love this one. This is a whole napkin. Now it's not part. The whole napkin was white in the middle and it had this around the edges. And I put it, oh yeah, you can see it looks like brick in there. That's what, it wasn't white, it looked like brick. And this is a very old piece of ledger, 1869. It says down here, 1869. And I did that. I think I used matte medium on this. Look at that, it's beautiful. It looks like brick in there. See that it looks like brick? And then you just have to, I know it is, isn't it? I have so much stuff. See, there's that same one, 1869. I did that on it. So get out your napkins, you guys. This is a yellow piece of ledger that didn't have any writing on it. But you can see the lines and stuff behind it. And it looks oriental. Oh look, there's a face, 2 eyes, and there's her chin, there's her mouth. We could fold it up and use it in a journal. Right? Right. And then you have all these little pieces. All these big pieces. That is just, I just did this one. But this one, I think, is just gorgeous. Just beautiful. I hate it when they did that. Look at that. And you can use them. I just did this one today. I used Heat and Bond. And it's paper smooth. It's so smooth. These are all my little pieces. I just used up. Oh, what's this? These are just little scraps. I did use some of it. Huh. Use scraps of oh look, Tim Holtz tissue along with the there's the girls boot. Yeah, just use up your pieces of junk. I must have used this stuff. I'm gonna have to leave it out so I could use it. You guys. It's ridiculous to have it and not use it. Look, there's little Paris. Well, it took the time to make it all. These are just scraps left off of stuff I cut. Oh, look. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. That's fine, J-Mac. Yeah, you guys need to get your napkins out and apply. These are all going to be used up. Then I'll have to make more. I mean, that would just make an awesome journaling card for a journal. And then I was going to show you, I was going to take, hold on, I'll get my journal. Oh, let's see what this looks like. Oh, this is what we did earlier. This is all napkin. The back's, it's still kind of damp in spots, so I don't want to crunch it up, but it's like it's cloth almost. And all I did was use this stuff. It's 2 cups of water, tablespoon of instant coffee, a little more than a tablespoon of cornstarch. Heat it up on the stove until it looks like it's starting to thicken. You know, we're just barely. You don't want it to thicken like gravy or something. Put it in, you have to heat it up. Otherwise, the cornstarch or the starch that you use, cornstarch is just starch that you use in ironing. It'll settle at the bottom if you don't heat it up and mix it together. And then just put it in your bottle and spray. You have to go back and watch the beginning. But we just laid down, I think this was 8 layers of plain white napkin packs, and sprayed each one. You have to go back and look at the thing. And it makes like fabric. It's like really thick stuff. This is the one I did before I came on. Look at this. See, that's a ghost print on there. If you can, it is super thick. Well, this was only 6 pieces of tissue. And I used the ghost print of the butterflies on this side and the poppies or the daisies on this side. So I like the heat and bond especially if I'm going to use it in a journal, like as a journal page. I would use the heat and bond because it's smooth and they can write on it. Now, if you're going to use matte medium, you can use matte medium, but you're just going to have texture in it. You're going to have, like, I don't know, can I show you? You're going to have like wrinkles. Yeah, see? In there, you're going to have like wrinkles and stuff in it. And you won't be able to write on it that easy. But you could use these matte medium or Mod Podge to do this and use them as, cut them up as tags and stuff, you know. But if I was going to use it in a journal as a page, I would use the heat and bond, because it just makes it so smooth and you can write on it easily. Yeah, this is really cool, you guys. This is the back, but it's just messy. It's just messy, and I hate messy. I don't mind messy, but this is really messy. Yeah, it is like together. They're not coming apart. That was 8 or 6 layers of backing. Paper, the paper you peel off the back of your napkin. It's like cloth. This one isn't quite dry, and I didn't use any ghost prints. I just used plain white. And look at the texture you get there. It looks weird. Looks really weird. Like it's sucking up. Yeah, there's a real wet spot there. I need to let it dry there. But it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. So let me get my journal. I'll show you what I mean by I was going to use some of those in journal. See, I have this one I'm working on, and I'm working on 4 of them, like right now. But this one is horizontal. And see how you have this piece here because the pages aren't long enough. So what I can do is I could take something like, let's see, pull away from it. Something like this. Cut it. I just made this. Cut it so it fits on here like this or like that. You know what I mean? Let's just do it while I'm sitting here. Okay, I'm gonna get my cutter out. Hold on, I'll show you what I mean. Get this out of the way. Okay, so I want to trim this up. Make sure it's nice and neat and pretty. I'll take this off here. Now we're going to take this. Hold on. Trim that up. Make sure these are all even or, you know, square. And how much do I need? Let's take this. Let's mark it where I need to cut it. Pencil. Oops. See right there. Now I'm going to cut this off right there. Okay, let's get rid of that. I want to use this on there. So I would take it and I would go, still not right. Nope, it's not. It's not. It's not. Let's do it like this. Now watch. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it there. Now I'm going to take my glue. Put glue there, there, and there. And I'm just going to glue this down like that. there's my page. And then on this side, I have the ledger. And then I have a pocket. And then on this side, I have the pretty ledger, or the napkin. Isn't that cool? No, I don't French link on this. No, this isn't French link. This is just for hidden signatures. Yeah, they're just, and it lays flat. So, yeah, so I gotta go through and I add stuff to these, like, I have another one I'm working on. It says she on the front. It's pink. But, yeah, it's got all the goodies in here. So, all the scraps, I just keep it all together while I'm working on it. Let me show you the other one. We could do it with that one too if we wanted to. This is she. She is so pretty. See her? She's got roses and lace. It's pink and orange. And it's got the hidden signatures too. Let's see, I've added stuff on here. Let me show you. See this here, I just added, there's the edge. Just added this and made it a pocket here. Where else? This, I added a bag to it. And you can, I don't know if you could, but I didn't. This, I added wallpaper. I used wallpaper. That's what that's added to. It's the wallpaper. I just folded it over. This was printed on here. And I added it to that. And these are little pockets right here. Yeah. So this is more wallpaper. I will gesso that. See, there's a pocket. And these are the centers. See, this is another one of those. Added a pocket. Yeah, these are the long, skinny. I love doing these horizontal ones. I don't know why. I just like doing them. See, it's printed on ledger. That's Patty's prints. Some of Patty's prints. These are placemats. Yeah, I love these. She saw every ending as a new beginning. That's the last page in there. Is that cool? Yeah, that's my two. And I got two, like, kind of steampunky ones I'm working on too. So, let's see, I got all the scraps in here. There's what came out of the book. So, yeah. Do you have those shirt pages purposely, or is it just because you are using 12? What? Short? Oh, um, yeah. You have an 8.5 by 11 sheet, okay? When you fold it, say I wanted to use it in here. Let me get a piece of, I'll explain it to you. I will just explain it to you. Let me get a piece of copy paper here, or whatever this is, cardstock. That's such a mess. Okay, let's say I have an 8.5 by 11, or you can use 12 by 12, which I use some out here. Well, it's not going to fit in here. You know, you're not going to get it doubled over. So what I do is I find how long I want my sheet, and then I just fold it over. And then when I put my signatures together, this is, say I put 2 pieces together, okay, and this is another one. It would be like this when I sew them in. You know what I mean? So you'd have a short side on this. So I try to stagger them in the what do they call that? Jeez. Yeah. So say this is my first page. Well, the next one, if it's short, I would make it so the short piece is sticking here and the long piece is here. You know what I mean? And then if I wanted to, I could fold this up to where I want my paper to be, or I can cut it off. Like if I fold this up, oops, can't fold worth a crap. Hold on, figure it out. I fold this up here. When I put it in my journal, I'm going to have a pocket here, but on this end it's going to be real tiny. So I usually leave a couple of these to put skinny tags in, or bookmarks, or you know. But otherwise, you can cut them off. You cut this off and just, you know. You can do the same with 12 by 12s. You can use like this. This is a 12 by 12. I'll show you. It's the center of the signature. This is 12 inches. So I just folded it in half. So each of the signatures has one folded in half in the middle. So then I don't know. I plan on doing something with them, but I don't know what. You could take them and, you know, have glue this in, and have a pocket this way, or you could add stuff on, or whatever you want to do. Bye, Beth. Don't forget to thumbs up, please. Yeah, that's how I do these. See, like this one, and then over here is the extra piece, but this side is folded up. And then let's find another one. That one, like this yellow one here. Oh, I did the same thing there. Hold on, we'll find one. This one, maybe. Yeah, see, this is a little pocket. that I would make a bookmark or a skinny tag or something. Just something different. You know. But yeah, that's it. That's my stuff. I think I'm going to go because I'm getting hungry. It's been a long day already. And go back and watch the beginning if you want to learn how to do this stuff. I give the recipe for this. Now see, it's dry. Watch. It's like fabric, you guys. It is tough. You could iron it out. It's super. You could probably use this to cover a book. It's like, it's super tough. That is weird. But it's just messy. But I showed you how to do it. You can do it if you want to try it. But it's just messy. This was the first one I did. This was just white. Napkin. It's pretty cool. Yeah. I do like it. Kind of grungy looking. You're welcome, J-Mac. Ooh, I'm on Patty's next Thursday night. Ooh, you guys have to come to the cell. I got tons of stuff. Books, and more books, and packs, and I probably got too much stuff. I probably got enough for 2 cells. Ready. Yeah, so you guys have to come to my cell. And Patty's next Thursday night, 7:30 on Sacred Mementos. Yeah. I will be there selling. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a long day. I had to take my husband to the doctor and all that good stuff today. So I've been up really early. So I will see you all Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's my next live. Okay? Okay, see you at Patty's Thursday. Bye, everybody.